Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club is on. Wake up!
The Breakfast Club, Envy, and Charlamagne, the voice of the culture.
You think I'm gonna come here when this ain't hot?
See, y'all different. Y'all the culture. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what y'all talking about.
This is probably becoming the most prominent form for hip-hop.
Being here next to all of you guys, it's really big.
Put it in perspective.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Wake up! Good morning, USA!
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday.
Yes, it's Monday. Good morning, back to the work week, and we got a special guest co-host with us this morning, Cappuchino.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
What's going on?
I'm good. How are y'all?
How you feeling?
I'm pretty good. I'm a little anxious right now, but it's all good.
All right, now you repping Power 99 in Philly.
Yes,
You from Miami.
Yep.
So are you a Dolphins fan or Eagles fan?
Don't do that to me. Don't do
they
that
played
to me.
last night. I'm just curious.
I know, and it was a good game. I'm not a big football person, but because I am from Miami, I gotta rep for the home team. But I know Philly will be mad at me right now.
Okay.
I know.
Listen, when I did radio in Philly, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Okay.
Ain't no way in hell I was gonna go in Philly and act like I like them damn Eagles. Okay, I am
Look,
a Cowboy fan all day long.
I jump on the bandwagon for whatever team is always doing great, but I'm gonna just leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
Well, my Giants won over the weekend, so I'm excited about that. The Giants won over the weekend. Salute to the Giants. Drop a bomb for the Giants.
My Cowboys didn't lose.
No, y'all had a bye this week.
Hey, we didn't lose.
They didn't lose, though.
Y'all had
That's
a
all
bye
that
this
matters.
week.
That's all that matters.
And salute to everybody at Howard University. I was at Howard University over the weekend. You know, during homecoming season, I go on an HBCU tour, and I like to just document all the HBCUs so people who are not necessarily know about HBCUs get a good vibe. You went to FAMU, right?
Of course.
You
Come
went to
on
FAMU.
now. And this is our homecoming week.
This your home? Well,
Yes.
Well, so was mine.
Well, you know.
That one right there, that Hampton University. Yeah,
I ain't got none of my family gear on. Ooh.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, so I was at Howard, so salute to everybody that was at Howard. Had a great time at Howard University. Salute to the students and alumni and staff.
Man, I went to Vegas, man.
I seen you.
How you seen me?
I seen you next to Doja Cat.
You ain't seen me next to no damn Doja Cat.
Doja Cat was 2 seats down. I seen you. I seen the video.
Doja Cat was in the section next to us. What video?
Oh, don't worry about it.
See? Ooh,
I always got my eye on Bay.
Man, shut up.
Always got my eye on Bay.
He got somebody looking out for you.
We went to a nice little date night, had a nice little date night Friday night to go see the King of R&B, dropping a clues bomb for
Nice.
Usher. Y'all know Usher, the King of R&B, and it's not even close, right?
Of course.
It's not even close. I just want y'all to know that.
I'm going to give it to him.
When you talk about catalog, when you talk about longevity, when you talk about performance, you know, on
He
stage,
got it in the bag.
showmanship,
Yeah.
it's nobody better.
Yeah,
than
nobody
Usher.
can tie his shoes. No,
Okay,
not
just,
at all.
Just as long as we clear on that.
I didn't see him grab your arm and start singing to you.
Did you want that, though?
No, that's not
Okay.
what I wanted.
Get a little serenade popping off.
Oh, no, he definitely serenaded the wife, though.
He did?
Okay. Well, Did you feel some type of way?
No, and he gave the wife a dozen roses. I ain't feel the way.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I ain't feel the way.
Did you have a pep talk prior to?
Maybe.
Okay.
I think he kind of knew that, though.
Another
He said
man
that-
sing to your wife and give her
Listen,
roses.
it's part of the show. He's a showman. Let him do his
You
thing.
said
you know what I'm saying?
you got on this radio and said if he tried it, you was gonna grab his hand and
I
start
did
singing
grab
with
his
him.
hand, but he let it go. I absolutely grabbed his hand, and he let it go immediately. He let it go immediately to grab the roses to give to her.
Okay.
The first thing I did was grab his hand.
And you didn't try to compete and grab her hand and try to sing to her as he was singing. Okay,
nah.
just making sure.
Usher said we was a group that night. I don't know what that meant, so I left it alone. You
just
know what I
left it
mean? I
alone.
left it alone. Go do your thing, Usher. Great show. Dropping the
Cappuchino.
clue bomb for Usher again, okay?
Whatever happened in
Great show
Vegas, stays in Vegas.
Okay.
All right.
Great show in Vegas.
All right.
Usher's a menace. Usher went from my wife to Doja Cat, who looked like she was there with her boo. Then went to Jessica Alba, who's clearly a married woman. He's just a menace.
He don't
He is.
care.
He's just a menace to
Doesn't
society.
care.
And he needs to be stopped, but we don't want him to because his show is too amazing.
It's too good.
That's all it boils down to.
All right. Well, let's
and
get the
if
show
he
cracking.
does the Super Bowl, Usher got to bring the dances to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course.
He has to.
A little skate ring?
No, not the
No,
skating ring. The
okay.
girls that's on the pole.
strippers and all that. Yeah.
I don't want
Okay.
to call them strippers.
See, I ain't go to the show, so I don't know.
Because they're a little bit more. I mean, I've seen some good strippers in my life, but they're a tad bit more amazing than just strippers.
These are exotic
Yes.
dancers.
Oh man, he got to bring them to the Super Bowl. I don't know how we can get past the FCC rules and regulations for that, but he got to do it.
Nah, that wouldn't be a problem. It's just what they wear.
That's what they wear.
That's what they
I was
wear.
thinking the same.
That
thing.
part, okay.
I was thinking the same.
It's
thing.
Usher. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news is coming up. Teslin Figaro will be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club on BET. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, Cappuchino.
Good morning.
And good morning, Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the hood whisperer, Teslin Figaro.
Now let's jump right into sports. Now, over the weekend, NFL Falcons beat the Buccaneers, Browns beat the Colts, the Bears beat the Raiders, my New York Giants beat them Commanders, Ravens beat the Lions, Seahawks beat the Cardinals, Patriots beat the Bills, Steelers beat the Rams, the Chiefs beat the Chargers, the Eagles beat the Dolphins, and the Broncos beat the Packers. Tonight, the 49ers take on the Vikings at 8:15. Now, where we starting with, Tez?
Yeah, let's start with Representative Jim Jordan. So we've been covering the Speaker of the House, how we do not have a Speaker of the House. The Republicans are in control, majority control, and they have ousted the Speaker of the House. So I wanted to give you a quick update on that. Jim Jordan, I think I reported last week that he said he was going to stay in no matter what, but he did drop out on Friday after he lost a vote of confidence. He had a closed-door meeting with the Republicans just moments after the Donald Trump-backed candidate was defeated on the House floor for a third consecutive time. The internal secret ballot was 86 Republicans for Jordan, 112 against him, saying, hey, we need you to kind of fall back. We want somebody else. So he was quite embarrassed by that. This is what the former Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, had to say. And then when we come back, I want to give you some other information.
Well, it's embarrassing. And you've got to understand why we are here. 8 Republicans, led by Gates, have created this chaos by joining every single Democrat in voting to shut down one branch of government. Look, I would do the exact same thing again. Could you imagine if we were having this discussion right now with the American government shut down, with our troops in the Middle East, wondering when they'll ever get paid again? Keeping the government open was the right decision to make, and I'd make it again each and every day.
Tez, you got to tell me something. First of all, what happens when there is no Speaker of the House?
Right.
Why is
that's why it's such a big deal. Yeah. That's a great question. Well, this is the first time, just for clarity, this has ever happened in the 234 history of actually having Congress. They've never ever put a Speaker of the House out. Right now they have a temporary person, a Republican, Patrick McHenry. He's filling in temporarily, but there's no presidents. There's nothing to show, like, what do we do if this actually happens? How do we move? So Representative Graves, among many others, also said the House of Representatives is basically frozen. They cannot advance legislation and refer any bills to the committee. So basically they're just sitting there. It's just like, just sitting, nothing really happening. And it's a mess. Bottom line, it's a mess. And now you have billions of dollars that obviously, they're talking about sending and have sent to Ukraine. Billions of dollars they're talking about, sending in addition to what's going on in Israel. Obviously, we're in the middle of a pause on the government shutdown and everyday things that need to happen here, and Republicans can't get it together. They're blaming Democrats. I'm sure you saw that, Charlamagne. So it's just a big mess. I want to play quickly what Liz Cheney had to say, and then I want to get your feedback on that.
Look, I think what you're seeing right now among the Republicans in the House is a direct result of the decisions that Kevin McCarthy made to embrace Donald Trump, to embrace the most radical and extreme members of our party, to elevate them. So it's not a surprise that we are where we are, but it's a disgrace and it's an embarrassment.
Yeah, can't nobody else speak for the House except for the interim Speaker? What's wrong with everybody else's mouth?
What you said? Can anybody speak except
can nobody else speak for the House except for the interim Speaker?
Well, I guess they're basically saying everybody's saying it's just a hot mess. I mean, it's just a mess.
Seems
nobody.
Like a hot mess.
Yeah, it's just a hot mess, and they're blaming Democrats. And again, I go pretty hard on Democrats, but I appreciate Democrats saying they pulled a you on you with the Republicans. It wasn't up to them to save the Republicans. Republicans set up here and allowed these eight Republicans to basically pimp them, and put McCarthy out, and they didn't have a backup plan, Charlamagne. So it's just sitting there. Republicans have to figure out who they want to be their leader. It's not about Democrats saving them, because they certainly wouldn't be saving Democrats, and they need to figure it out on how they're going to move forward. But it's embarrassing, and it's really embarrassing to the world, because here they're trying to intervene in foreign policy and can't even figure out what's going on in our own House of Representatives.
All right, well, that is front page news. We'll see you in a couple minutes, Tez. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Let us know how your weekend was, good or bad. Talk to us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Jay.
Jay, what up? Where you calling from, brother?
What's up, man? I'm calling from Biloxi, Mississippi.
Jay, what's up, King?
Get it off your chest, brother.
What's up, man? I'm just calling because I drive trucks for a living, and I'm so damn tired of traffic, bro. Traffic is just disrespectful.
Where you live at?
Biloxi, Mississippi.
There's a lot of traffic in Mississippi.
So I run the corridor, the I-10 corridor over to New Orleans and Houston as well.
Oh, see, yeah, you go into major cities. New Orleans and Houston ain't no joke, so I get it. Just be patient, man, and don't drive that truck like you driving a car. I can't stand when people drive Mack trucks like they're driving a little electric car or something, a little Hyundai. Remember, you got a truck, bro.
I try to drive for myself, for others as well as myself.
That's right.
Okay. Well, Jay, do me a favor.
What's that?
Blow that horn, Jay. Come on.
Oh, man, I can't do it. I'm in a residential area right now. I can't do it.
Come on, Jay.
Just don't get that man in trouble. Don't you blow that horn, Jay. Don't wake the people up for no damn reason. No, don't wake the people up out their sleep, Jay. Don't you do that.
Come on, Jay.
No, Jay.
Jay,
think about the people. Think about the people, Jay. That's sleeping right now.
I wouldn't want anybody to do it to me, so I can't do it.
That's right. I respect that, Jay. Do the right thing even when nobody looking. I respect that.
All right, Jay. I was gonna say make the horn noise with your mouth. All right, Jay. Goodbye.
Damn, with your mouth.
Wow. Pause.
That's crazy.
I didn't say that.
Envy told asked the man to with his mouth, yo.
I didn't say that.
This Monday, man. Show some respect to people.
Yo.
What's up, Mello?
What's up, Envy? First off, congratulations to you, because on Friday you were sounding like Doc Rivers. Now you sound like yourself again, bro.
You know what? I had a little cold, man. I couldn't shake it, but I'm good now.
It's all good. But listen, I need to bring Charlamagne and you to the front of the congregation, because never did y'all call Usher the king of R&B like Chris Brown don't exist. Like, are you kidding me?
No disrespect to Chris Brown. Listen, we salute Chris Brown, but Chris Brown would even tell you otherwise, brother.
Yeah, because he got to say that. You feel me? You were supposed to train till your idols become your rivals, and I'm sorry he done surpassed him. Like, respectfully.
That's just not true.
If Breezy won't say it, I will. Chris Brown is the king of R&B, like, respectfully.
So does Chris Brown have does Chris Brown have an album as good as 8701? Does he have an album as good as Confessions?
Yeah, all right. Confessions, that was just,
okay, Mello. So you lost.
Respectfully, anything after that, nah, Breezy got him.
That's just
like,
not true.
For real, he may have vocal talent over him, but Breezy got basically everything else. That's the only thing I could give him.
Mello,
I just disagree.
Mello,
yes, sir.
I'm not arguing with you this morning.
I'm not arguing with him about
I'm not arguing with you this morning, Mello.
And it's not a disrespect to Chris Brown. Chris Brown is great himself, but you know, we got to stop acting like Usher's just not on a whole other level than a lot of people, man.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Symantha.
Hey, Symantha. Good morning. Get it off your chest.
Good morning to the room, and I just wanted to ask, DJ Envy, are you going to be visiting Spelman and Morehouse as they kicked off their homecoming week this week?
I would love to, but there's just a school that got like a bigger homecoming this week, and I'm sorry.
Ooh. Okay. Can I also give a shout out to my daughter who's a Spelmanite, Sierra? She's a junior at Spelman.
I was just joking. It's Hampton University's homecoming. That's my school's homecoming, so that's why I'm visiting Hampton this week. But yeah, salute to all the women at Spelman and all the brothers at Morehouse. Salute to them.
Thank you very much. Can I just ask you guys to take a look at Jaguars Lacrosse, Jaguars LAX's Instagram page? My daughter was a part of starting the program, and they could use any support that they can receive.
How does she like Spelman?
She loves Spelman.
That was my daughter's choice between Spelman and where she goes now, and it was close. But she went to NYU, but she loves Spelman too. She just loved the campus, the atmosphere, the way those the girls stuck together, and the dorms were a little shaky, but she loved it regardless.
The dorms are definitely a little shaky. The suites are definitely better. That's where she is now.
Okay.
But the sisterhood is amazing, and that's
absolutely.
What I love about it.
All right. Well, salute to you and salute to your daughter, Mama.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Are you going there? Are you a parent that's going to homecoming and going to embarrass your daughter or no?
Absolutely not. She wants me to come. She's been begging me to come, so I'm going to go out there and go to the football game.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, that's what it is. Enjoy, Mama.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Now, Cappuchino's our co-host. She went to FAMU.
Yes.
I think FAMU might have one of the biggest homecomings. Like, last year I went to FAMU.
What do you mean one of the biggest?
Oh, talk that talk.
What is one of the biggest?
Howard was crazy this week. Howard was crazy.
So wait, you went to Hampton. I got to get from you, what is the real HU?
It's always Hampton.
Okay.
Hampton. But as far as homecoming is concerned, like going to all these homecomings, I think FAMU is probably one of the biggest.
Stop saying one of. Don't say that.
The biggest is South Carolina State University.
Is it though?
No, it's not. It's not even close.
Yeah, I've never heard that in the lineup at all.
I just see y'all repping, so I'm repping. You know what I'm saying?
He's not even repping. He paid for his.
First of all, my mama's alma mater, and they gave me an honorary degree. I am a doctor, honorary doctor from South Carolina State University.
I ain't mad at it.
I want to lose from South Carolina State University.
have honorary nothing, so I got to give it to him.
I have a scholarship fund, the Ford Family Endowment Scholarship at South Carolina State University.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, get it off your chest. And shout to all the HBCUs. I appreciate and love them all. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this? What up, Vic?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Dingo. What's up, family?
What's up? Get it off your chest, Dingo.
Man, look, I done had a crazy weekend, man, and I just want to say that I am over the dating scene right now. I done flew this girl out this past weekend, and it was whack. I ain't gonna lie, it was whack. Shout out to Kendra G. I was on her single show a couple weeks back, and you know what I'm saying, put up my little spiel. Had some shorties hit me up. It was cool. One that, you know, I decided to fly her out. We was having some good conversation because she was from Atlanta, right? So I got her out. We was chilling. We was talking. I paid for everything, right? Took care of her. Took care of the arrangements. Took care of the hotel. Took care of everything we did. But she wasn't really giving me the vibes that it was trying to be romantic. It seemed like she was just looking for a trick.
Tyler, she just met you the first time. You trying to smash already, Tyler?
No. We talked for like a good 2 weeks or so prior to her coming out, right? And we could have established this, like, hey, like, you don't want to do nothing like that. That's cool. You just got to let me know before I spend all this money and make all this arrangements, all that. You feel me? I feel like that's fair because you coming out, you flying out, and I'm taking care of everything, and I told you that, right? And you get here and you're like, oh, I ain't trying to be on that, which is cool. I get that. That's fine. But tell me up front.
You not trying to be on what? What's she not trying to be on?
She not, okay, look. She wasn't being romantic. She wasn't trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, trying to fill up on me, just try to show signs of affection. You feel me? Kissing on me and stuff like that. She real.
It's your first encounter.
Look, it ain't the first encounter. It's just, first time meeting each other. But we've been talking, we've been establishing each other.
Yeah, that don't
different. That don't mean nothing.
You sound wild,
Tyler.
You got to meet.
Are you telling me that's wild?
Yeah, when you meet a person in person, you know, you got to feel energy. The energy might not have been right for her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the phone calls and whatever y'all was doing might have been different than actually meeting each other. So you got to give it some time.
Sound like you wanted a prostitute. You wanted to pay for somebody to get some sex. She wanted to meet you. She wanted to vibe. And you probably seemed thirsty and she probably felt you out.
And why
I don't think I seemed thirsty, bro. You're right. From the girl's perspective, yes, that is a free trip. And I wasn't trying to be thirsty. I was very respectful.
But you sound thirsty now. You sound thirsty now because you letting us know your
motives. Because I had time to process. I had time to process and think about everything that happened, looking at my bank account. I'm like, God damn.
How much you spent this weekend?
Man, I spent over a G.
You should have set limits, man.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you should have set
Okay, wait. From the lady in the house.
Yes.
How you doing? What was it?
Cappuchino, sir.
Cappuchino? Okay, Cappuchino. I'm sorry. Cappuchino. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. So, if you was to get flown out by a dude, right? Are you not, like, are you expecting are you at least thinking about potentially doing something with this guy?
If we having good conversation over the phone for the past 2 weeks, as you said, maybe and maybe not, because once I get in front of you, you may be a whole different person from what I get over the phone.
She's saying you might not look the way you think you look.
Yeah. You may act a little different when we're, you know, face to face.
Okay. So you're saying that I may be overreacting?
Yeah, it may be you.
Yeah, Tyler, because I ain't, like, you fly me out, I ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah, I appreciate the
food. You got to work for this temple.
Free food, look.
Oh, my God. So, to my defense, I wouldn't be wrong for not hitting her back up, right?
No.
Well, you be letting her know that you only wanted one thing, so her instincts were correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Come on, Tyler.
Why you call her Tyler?
That's his name,
That's
Tyler.
His name.
Oh, that name was Dingo.
Oh, wait.
That's Dingo.
Oh, shoot.
No, that man by his real name, man.
No, that's what it says on his. It's Tyler.
Oh, that's Dingo.
His name is Tyler today.
No, it's not.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, Cappuchino, we got rumors on the way. Give us a little tease.
We sure do. Your man, Brian McKnight, he's about to start some issues with the family again because he's being called out for changing his last name to his newborn son name, despite having McKnight Jr. already.
Oh, boy, you confused me, but we'll get into it next. It seems like a lot. All right, we'll get to it next. It's The Breakfast Club on BET.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got Cappuchino here. She's our special guest host. So let's get to the rumors.
All right.
Coffee in the morning. Wake up and smell the coffee.
What's up, Cappuchino? How you doing?
All you got to do is tune in.
This is the Rumor Report.
Cappuccino.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
On the Breakfast Club.
I got you. I'm here today. I got y'all.
In the morning.
All you got to do is just listen. So, Brian McKnight has changed his last name, or actually his name, to match his newborn son's name. And I know you're wondering, well, what is that name? So now he is calling himself Brian, and I hope I'm saying his name right, Kanoa Makoa McKnight Sr. Now, it's causing some issues because, of course, he has a Brian McKnight Jr. already. He has older kids.
Right.
And, you know, it's kind of like, is it that favoritism type of situation going on with Brian McKnight showing so much love to this newborn baby? You know, he said, I'm not ashamed of the name my ancestors had. I'll never change the name my own son has now. We're witnessing an obscene level of self-hate that has reached mental illness status at this point.
I don't know why I got so confused just now.
I know.
He changed his middle name, I guess, to
match
his son's name.
What Brian McKnight name before the change?
Brian McKnight.
Just Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
Senior.
So he added a middle name to it.
Two parts. The Kanoa Makoa.
Kanoa Makoa. What that mean, though?
That's his son's name.
I know, but what it mean? I want to know what the Kanoa Makoa mean.
I know I think his wife is Asian or Hawaiian descent, something like that.
Okay.
So, but you know, it's the fact that he has older kids, and it was already an issue anyway with the older kids. But then you just change a name, like, so how do you honor your son who is actually a junior now?
Well, he's still Brian McKnight Jr.
No, he's Brian.
It's legally.
What's his name?
Legally changed.
Nobody care about middle names unless you care about middle names. You know what I'm saying? Like he's when he with his one son, he's Brian Okoa Jr. What is it?
That's not it.
Brian
Kanoa Makoa.
Kanoa Makoa.
Okay, so when he with that son, he's that senior.
Okay.
And then when
Kanoa
he's with the
Makoa.
other son, he's just Brian McKnight Jr.
But what do you call both sons? Because
Brian.
they're technically both juniors, and they're both. I mean,
They both Brian Jr.
No, they're not Brian. I thought the other son is Kanoa Makoa.
His first
the
name
newborn.
Brian.
I know it's so confusing.
The newborn is not named Brian. The
No,
name
it's Brian. Brian.
Yeah.
Manoa.
Oh, so they all Brian. They're like
exactly.
Yeah, man.
They're like George Foreman. You
Jr.
name everybody George.
Yes.
Yes, it's just a middle name. They still Brian McKnight Jr., man.
But wouldn't you not be confused if, you know, you're around the house and you calling one Junior or one Brian?
Huh?
Exactly. That's how I feel with that whole thing.
What happened, man? The Birds in the Trap sing Brian McKnight. That's all I know, man.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, of course, you got Monique. She's back in the news, y'all, and she's explaining why she is calling her husband Daddy. She recently appeared on a podcast, and she says anyone who has been a fan of Monique knows that, you know, she always calls her husband Daddy. Some of y'all know that already. Her husband's real name is Sidney Hicks. They've been married for about 17 years. Here's what she had to say as to why she calls him Daddy.
A lot of black women would say, why do you call him Daddy? Because he's raising me. My father probably stopped giving me what I needed when I was around 13 years old. So now you got a woman that's 13, and now I'm 35. And now I got a bunch of money. Now I'm taking care of everybody. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna make me grow up? He said, when we were best friends and you were married to other men, you were not my responsibility. You were my sister, but not my responsibility. As my wife, you are my responsibility. And there are certain things that will not be tolerated, will not be accepted. My husband has never raised his voice to me. Now, we've been married for 17 years, but best friends since we were 14. And I ain't never seen him have a bad day.
I don't like the term. I know y'all men may like the term daddy, you know, especially in certain moments. I just can't call my husband daddy. I got a daddy.
Yeah, I don't want my wife to call me daddy.
No,
I'm not knocking Monique and what
right.
she does.
I'm not
with her
knocking
man,
that. It's
but
just,
nah, I don't
it's
want
a
But
bit
your wife has a daddy, right?
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah, my wife has
I
a
would
daddy.
never
My
disrespect
wife-
my wife's father by having my wife call me daddy. And I got kids that call me daddy.
They
So
call
that's
me
just
daddy, yeah.
strange.
It's weird.
You know what I mean?
Now, that's what I say. I know sometimes, you know, when you're in sexual moments, you know, women may call their men daddy, but I just can't. My husband told me to call him that one day, and I looked at him, I was like, nah, we're not doing that. We're
He
not
asked
doing
for
that.
that?
Yeah, he did. And I was like, we're not doing that.
Was he serious? Or
He was serious.
Was it in the moment?
It was in the moment. And
You just killed the moment?
Exactly. My face went straight. I was like, no.
Damn.
but you don't have to have that title daddy to have those same qualities that she's looking for, right? Like a husband's job is to lead and protect and
So is a wife's
provide
job.
both physically and spiritually, right? So,
But a wife's job is to lead as well.
Absolutely. So I'm saying that role is there. You don't have to be a daddy to do that.
No, you don't. That's why I take it a little different from how she says it. I'm like, okay, your dad wasn't in your life, so you see your husband. No. Because your dad and your husband are literally two different roles.
Correct.
Big roles. And I that always sat weird with me when I hear people calling their husbands daddy. That's just me, though. Whatever floats your boat now.
Yeah, right.
So that's with that. So your man Jay-Z says he doesn't like watching old videos of himself. He was saying how when it comes down to looking at old videos, he looks back and he's like, I was guarded. He says that Hype, as in Hype Williams, definitely had a vision for what he wanted to see in videos. He says, but I don't think I was coachable as far as performance at that time. I don't know if anyone could coach me because I was so guarded. I think about the early videos that I have and I listen to myself talking and it's kind of hard for me to watch. You had people like DMX and Nas who became actors, and he says because of him being guarded, he didn't want to come off, I guess, not cool when it came down to acting. What do y'all think about that?
I think I seen Jay-Z. Didn't Jay-Z act in something before that I thought was pretty good in one of those movies?
He was never good in acting. Come on, stop.
Wasn't one of his movies?
It was in all of the like the Paper Soldiers. It was one of them. He was in Paper Soldiers. He was in Death of a Dynasty.
Definitely.
Remember in Paper Soldiers he called to hit on the dude and he was doing Pig Latin. He was like Itsnay on the Itsnay or something like that.
I don't remember.
I mean, it's not like he was really acting though. He was being Jay-Z.
He was being Jay-Z.
He was being the version of Jay-Z that we knew then, like the too cool for school.
And that's what
individual.
it was. He was saying,
yeah.
he wouldn't be seen as being cool had he done some acting back then. But I'm like, when Nas and DMX started, they weren't that great of actors either.
X was good.
X was good.
Was he?
Yes, X was good in Belly.
I was gonna say certain movies, Belly.
No, X was great in Belly. Yeah,
Yes.
X was good.
See, I love Belly, so it's hard. Like Belly was great to me.
I thought Nas was good in Belly
Nas
too,
was
but
okay.
X was great in Belly.
But my favorite line from Nas, "Hey, yo, T,
I got
we're
shot.
going to Africa."
Oh no, that was it.
That was it.
No, the other one. Yo, when you walk in the house, yo T, I got shot. You got shot? Where? I got shot.
That was great acting for Nas. Okay.
He had no emotion about being shot whatsoever. Salute to Nas. I saw Nas this weekend, man.
They did.
I actually started to stay in Vegas on Saturday just to see Nas and Wu-Tang. Yeah.
Shout out to Nas.
But I didn't. I wanted to though. Salute to Nas and I saw RZA too this weekend actually.
Now, speaking of Vegas, Charlamagne
Nas
was
came out at the Usher show.
Yeah, he came out in the Usher show. I seen Charlamagne and his wife went out to see Usher over the weekend.
It was a date night. Yeah.
Date night, and we talked about it up here. If he ever went, Usher would serenade his wife. And Charlamagne said that he would join. It would be like a threesome on stage.
Okay, on stage.
It wasn't on stage because he comes into the crowd. He's a terrorist. Terrorists come to you.
But we
don't bring you on stage. He comes to you.
We have audio.
Oh.
Must I remind you? Don't leave your girl around me. Charlamagne.
Oh.
Not him calling you out though.
Somebody say that you.
Whoa.
No, I'm free. We a group like you. Group like you.
Terrorist, man. Terrorist. And not only did Usher sing to my wife, he gave my wife a dozen roses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that you flew back home alone.
That's not true.
No.
Wait, no, that's why he didn't go to see Wu-Tang and Nas because he was hurt. He was heartbroken as to what happened at that
My
Usher
wife took the
concert.
roses and passed them right off to Dolly, our good sister Dolly. Passed them right off. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you how much of a terrorist Usher is. He went from my wife to Doja Cat, who was clearly there with a guy. I don't know if that was her dude, but he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Then Jessica Alba was sitting behind me. He went to Jessica Alba, started singing to her. She's married. Then he had the nerve to look at J-Lo and say, I don't want no smoke with Ben Affleck. Well, what you want smoke with me for, Usher?
Okay. I think you saw.
What you want smoke with me for?
I just want a visual. Like, what was your face when he came over to you and your wife? What was your face like?
we got footage. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you.
We got that too?
I just found it. I found it amusing. I was amused.
He was calling Usher back. Come back over here. He tried to grab Usher's hand.
I
He tried to grab his hand.
See how soft it was.
They were all trying to do a handshake. You trying to grab the pinky.
I tried to grab Usher's hand. He let
Did you
it go
try to
fast.
interlock the fingers?
No, I just tried to hold on to his hand, then he let it go because he had to do the little R&B thing when he throw his hand up. Somebody said your girlfriend looking for me, or whatever the hell it was. You know what I mean? But salute to Usher, king of R&B, and it's not even close.
You're a little upset. You okay?
No, man, it's part of Usher's show. I love it. King of R&B.
Okay.
All right, when we come back, we got front page news. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest co-host with us this morning, Cappuchino.
Good morning.
From Power 99 out in Philly. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ Envy? Good morning, Cappuchino and Charlamagne God.
Peace, Taz.
Let's jump right into some quick sports. The Falcons beat the Buccaneers. Browns beat the Colts. Bears beat the Raiders. My Giants beat the Commanders. Ravens beat the Lions. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. Patriots beat the Bills. The Steelers beat the Rams. Chiefs beat the Chargers. Eagles beat the Dolphins. Broncos beat the Packers. And tonight the 49ers take on the Vikings at 8:15 in Minnesota.
And the Cowboys didn't lose this weekend. Just want y'all to know that.
No, you had a bye week and so did the Jets. All right, well, let's jump right into it now. People are saying more black Americans are considering adopting.
Yes, I thought this was a good article that I ran across. You talked a lot on this radio about parenting and, who has the ability to still parent. And we don't talk enough about adoption. There's more than one path to being a parent, and adoption is one. And this study came out, it was on Black Enterprise, that we talked about. New research conducted by Kids Save International and Gallup showed that black Americans have a desire to be foster parents, but have been reluctant to going through the process due to racial discrimination in the foster care system. Now, the research shows that 1 in 3 black Americans have thought a lot about it, and have also thought about fostering, which is 10% higher than the average racial groups. 25% of black adults have even seriously considered adoption or getting involved in some type of program to work with foster kids. Now, black minors only account for 14% of the U.S. population, but 22% are in foster care, and they're least likely to be adopted when compared to white children. And the new research has exposed a severe need for black care providers. They have said that black Americans express a greater distrust in the foster care system than adults from other races, and they face concerns regarding age, stage of life, and finances. So if you are looking to adopt, they also say that the statistics show that when black parents adopt black children or foster them, it positively impacts the child's life, and they suggest more organizations get involved to recruit more parents.
Growing up, I knew quite a few kids that were adopted. Like, we never knew until someone said something about it, but I got cousins who were adopted, and, they just family. Like, it's not about what bloodline you come from, it's just about who raised you. Like, I never even when we found out they were adopted, it's like, okay. Yeah. We all came up together. It was, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's like once you're in the family, your last name has changed. You're ours
right.
now. You're ours.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something, we've talked a lot about, especially women. We've had those conversations here. Ebony K. Wiz, I've talked to her about this, where she's talked about, freezing eggs and, the path to parenthood. And I just wanted folks to know, there's a lot of black kids out there that are looking, for good homes. And so let's try, if you want to consider being a parent, consider that as well. I know people want natural birth. I had my child natural birth as well, so I don't want to minimize that, but there's a lot of good kids out there that certainly could use great parents.
All right.
Would you adopt, Charlamagne? Envy? Y'all got enough kids. But
I ain't got no reason to adopt. I got 4 now. Adopt 4, I'm adopt 4. Like, no disrespect to the young orphans out there, but I'm good. I got a house full now.
Yeah, if
we closed.
But I'm closed now too. I got 6. But if me and my wife couldn't have kids for whatever reason, we would adopt. I think we would adopt. Absolutely, positively.
I think I want to do it. I think I definitely want to do it. And I don't know if it's because I'm going through, because my daughter's 16. I'm going through the phase where your little one is becoming older. But I definitely, at the very least, I would do foster. And again, we talked a lot about with freezing eggs and how that's an option only for people that have a lot of money. And again, fostering actually pays you. So these are options, that people can have that won't cost them a lot of money. And I just hope folks kind of look into it as a secondary option.
I know fostering pay you.
Yeah, they pay you to be a foster parent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Take care of some of your bills and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately,
some people have abused that.
Right.
That we want to put that out there too. Some people have abused that, and have multiple foster kids, and they do it for the check.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Unfortunately, some people misuse it, and the thing is with the foster, the child is not guaranteed to stay at that house. With adoption, that child is technically yours. So,
all right. Well, let's talk about the talks between the studios for our actors.
Yeah, we covered this last week. Just wanted to give another update that tomorrow they will restart negotiations again with the actors. Negotiations between the media companies and the union representing the striking U.S. actors will start. The two sides said in a joint statement Saturday. Talks broke down last week as one side clashed over the streaming revenue, which they should, be talking about how to get that streaming revenue, and the use of AI. The strike has disrupted film and television production, leaving thousands of crew members without work as well as actors. I covered that story on last week. Now how actors are going back into the restaurant industry. So the members of SAG, which represent 160,000 2,000 actors and other media professionals have been on strike since July, and they're looking to cut a deal. So shout out to them. And can I just give a shout out to our brother Deon Taylor, who's been out there with, he's obviously, film director, film producer, distributes his own movies through Hidden Empire, and he's one of the few that I have seen who's actually coming from the director side of things and the production side of things, have actually been out there with those workers. And I know, that's a big risk for him, to do that. So shout out to him as well.
To my guy Dion.
Shout out to Dion. All right. Well, that is your front page news. Thank you, Tiz.
Absolutely.
And make sure you subscribe to Tesla and Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tesla and Figaro on all social media platforms.
Thanks, Tez. All right, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Now, during Get It Off Your Chest, Dingo, who always calls, his name is Tyler, he said he was listening to Kendra G's show. He met a young lady on Kendra G's show and flew her out, and this is what happened.
I done flew this girl out this past weekend. It was whack. I ain't gonna lie. It was whack. So I got her out. We was chilling. We was talking. I paid for everything, right? Took care of her. Took care of the arrangements. Took care of the hotel. Took care of everything we did. But she wasn't really giving me the vibes that it was trying to be romantic. It seemed like she was just looking for a trick. We talked for like a good 2 weeks or so prior to her coming out, right? And we could have established this, like, hey, you don't want to do nothing like that. That's cool. You just got to let me know before I spend all this money and make all this arrangements, all that. You feel me? I feel like that's fair because you coming out, you flying out, and I'm taking care of everything, and I told you that. You get here and you like, oh, I ain't trying to be on that, which is cool. I get that. That's fine, but tell me up front.
All right, so let's open up the phone lines.
You know what we never ask when we have these conversations about the flying out thing?
What's that?
We never ask what happens when a woman gets there that turns these women off. Because clearly, the woman wanted to be there because she got on a flight.
Correct.
And she came out. But what happens when you get there that turns the young lady off? We never have this conversation.
Well, maybe the intention was never to hook up with him, but the intention was to take a trip somewhere nice and leave her situation.
But Dingo said that they had an understanding before she even got on the plane. That's what he said. He said because they had been talking.
Let him know.
But he might have thought his understanding, but that might not have been her understanding.
It can't be if they said they came to it together.
But at the same time, when you get somewhere, you may change your mind,
and that's fine. So I wonder what causes the woman to change her mind.
Okay,
because you took the risk of getting on the plane, flying all the way to where that person was. So when you get there, what makes you change your mind?
All right, 800-585-1051. She could have got catfish. Maybe she thought she seen something different in the picture.
If you're getting catfish in 2023, you deserve to get catfish. There's no way to get catfish in 2023. It's FaceTime, it's Zoom, it's all the social media platforms. You can't get got in 2023.
Maybe his breath was a little tart.
That's true. A lot of niggas need root canals.
Damn it, man.
Maybe it was a little lame, in person. So,
That's true.
All right, well, let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss. Ladies, what makes you not want to give a man some after he flew you out and y'all already had allegedly the conversation? Let's talk about it.
I ain't saying give him some now. God just said, what turns a woman off. I ain't saying nothing about giving him some.
He made it seem like he was going to get some.
Well, he did make it sound like that, though.
He did, but we got to go to that extreme.
That's what he said. He said he was going to get some. He said the vibes was there, and he got no cheeks.
Okay. Lord have mercy.
All right, let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our special guest co-host, Cappuchino, here, of course, from Power 99 out in Philly. So we're asking 800-585-1051. Dingo is a gentleman that calls all the time on The Breakfast Club during Get It Off Your Chest. And he called this morning about his weekend, and this is what he said.
I done flew this girl out this past weekend. It was whack. I ain't gonna lie. It was whack. Shout out to Kendra G. I was on her single show a couple weeks back and, put up my little spiel. Had some shorties hit me up. It was cool. One that, I decided to fly her out. We was having some good conversation because she was from Atlanta, right? So I got her out. We was chilling. We was talking. I paid for everything, right? Took care of her. Took care of the arrangements. Took care of the hotel. Took care of everything we did. But she wasn't really giving me the vibes that it was trying to be romantic. It seemed like she was just looking for a trick.
Tyler, she just met you the first time. You trying to smash already, Tyler?
No. We talked for like a good 2 weeks or so prior to her coming out, right? And we could have established this, like, hey, like, you don't want to do nothing like that. That's cool. You just got to let me know before I spend all this money and make all this arrangements for all that. You feel me? I feel like that's fair because you coming out, you flying out, and I'm taking care of everything, and I told you that, right? And you get here and you're like, oh, I ain't trying to be on that, which is cool. I get that. That's fine. But tell me up front.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. Ladies, what makes you not want to hook up with a guy? All right. He said I guess they had a discussion. He thought he was going to get cheeks. He thought the vibe was there. And he got nothing. He was upset about it.
Yeah, I think that's a very important question to ask because we never asked that when we had these conversations about women flying out because a woman gets on a plane, so clearly she wants to go. She gets there, clearly she wants to be there, but something happens once they meet the individual that turns them off. I just wonder what it could be.
Okay. I'll be honest.
Did you ask the woman in the room?
No, I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to say one thing.
ready to speak for all the ladies.
No, I'm not speaking for the ladies, but I will say this. I don't think, and shout to Dingo, he calls all the time, I don't think Dingo had a real conversation about the vibe. Because how can you have that conversation? How can
when
you
R.
say,
Kelly flew you out, did y'all have a conversation beforehand? When R. Kelly flew you out and left you sitting in the hotel room, did y'all have a conversation beforehand?
Yeah, we were doing a mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah, we were doing a mixtape. I wasn't expecting nothing.
Everything was
neither was
understood.
he.
Everything was
It was a
understood.
mixtape. It was understood.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, how do you have that conversation? Hey, I'm gonna fly you out. I'm gonna smash. Like, you can't have that conversation. That's why I know they didn't have that conversation.
Yeah, you can have that conversation.
I mean, you can. These days, everyone's bold and upfront about stuff, so that conversation was probably had, but as Charlamagne said, when you get there in person, things change.
What would change your mind, Cappuchino?
If I'm down,
if you're not married, because you're married,
right, yeah. If I'm down with smashing, cool. But if you drop your pants and something just ain't right, it's like, oh,
you mean too small?
That, or maybe if I see some stains going on, it's like, oh, the self care ain't there.
Yeah.
That could be one thing.
So maybe a small dingo or some doodle stains.
Something. Yeah.
I would think the guy might be too thirsty too, because even if you know that you and the young lady's supposed to get it in, you don't got to act like that the whole time.
Well, I think she'll know from jump when he says, I'm going to fly you out and we're going to do all this. That alone tells me you're a bit thirsty because you don't even know me. We only been talking for 2 weeks and you're going to fly me out and everything is no holds barred type situation. Hey, that's a little thirsty. It's a little thirsty.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. We got Free on the line. Free, good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling this morning?
What's up, Envy? What's up, Charlamagne?
Peace, Queen. How are you?
I'm okay. So, Charlamagne, I wanted to address your question about why women change their mind.
Yes, ma'am.
So, check this out. This guy flew me out to Philly from Virginia. All right. He said he was a police officer. We have been talking back and forth, and he showed me pictures of him. But when I got there, he was tall and handsome on the pictures, but when I got there, he was, a couple of inches shorter. He was fat and overweight. He said he had his own apartment, but he lived with his mom.
Damn.
And he was mad because I wanted to leave. I left the same day. So that's why women change their mind. So it's not like I got catfish. He lost weight, but then he gained weight again. So he was sending me pictures of him 10 years ago.
Got you. That's right. So false advertising. False advertising is one reason that a woman can be turned off.
Exactly. Like we were set up to do everything. Go out to dinner. I was going to give him some. But after I saw him, I was like, no. He tried to convince me. I was like, no, I'm not having it.
Did you tell him like 10 years ago you could have got it, but today, nah.
Exactly. He sent me pictures from 10 years ago. Like, come on now.
Free, you got to understand with these short brothers out there, they be using the angles on their phone to make themselves look tall because they can't stand the fact that they so short.
That's not true.
No, but Andy, when you get fat, everything shrinks.
Oh,
wow.
Right. Oh, everything?
Everything.
Damn. So was he even a nice guy or you just didn't even give him a chance?
I mean, he was nice and everything. I felt bad, but I'm like, I had my dog with me and everything. My dog thought he was going to get a little bit of like a doggy snack. What? I mean, I made a lot of arrangements to come and see this cat.
Damn. I respect it.
Thank you, Free.
False advertising. That's on the guy's fault, though.
Yes.
He knew he didn't look like that.
Right.
Yeah, but he probably thought that, the way that they spoke, they connected on a different vibe, and looks wouldn't be everything.
Oh, he probably was letting her know, I can get back to this.
But see, that's why you have FaceTime. I need to see what you look like right now.
That's right.
Jesus Christ. Hello, who's this? Hello?
Hi, this is Shay from Columbia, South Carolina.
Hey,
803,
Shay.
what's happening?
Talk to us, Shay.
What's going on?
Talk to us. What's your thought,
So my thought is that, she could have just not felt the vibe. A lot of times the way we date now, everybody talk and text so much and you're able to manipulate your personality that when you get in front of each other, nobody has nothing to say. And he could have been arrogant, and she could have been like, I was, but nah. It's no different than when we dated in the 90s. Once you start interacting with each other, it's like, yeah, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
He was lame.
He said it in the 90s.
You ever got flown out?
I have, and I've had that happen before, too.
Where they flew you? Myrtle Beach from Columbia? Where they flew you?
Shut up, man.
No.
Where they flew you? Where they flew you?
Huh?
Where you got flown to?
Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you and what happened? He didn't look the way he was supposed to look?
It's not about look, it's the personality. It's like you talk so much during that time frame that when you get in front of each other, you don't have nothing to really ask. There's nothing to engage each other in.
So, Shay, how does that work? He flies you from South Carolina to Vegas. So y'all staying in the same room, and you dumb fall, so it's not like you can turn around right then and there. So what do?
I told him the truth.
Oh.
So y'all slept in the
I
same
went
bed,
home.
but that was it?
That was it.
He ain't try to rub up or hump on you or nothing?
Right.
Oh, of course they tried, but I mean, it's not my fault. You killed the move.
That's right.
Okay.
Damn. All
And
right,
no
Shay.
means no.
That's right.
Exactly.
Thank you, Shay.
Thank you.
800-585-1051. Now, earlier this morning during Get It Off Your Chest, Dingo called and he thought he was going to get some this weekend. He thought he was going on a nice date, but he got absolutely positively no cheeks. And this is what he said.
I done flew this girl out this past weekend. It was whack. I ain't gonna lie. It was whack. Shout out to Kendra G. I was on her single show a couple weeks back, and you know what I'm saying, put up my little spiel. Had some shorties hit me up. It was cool. One that, you know, I decided to fly her out. We was having some good conversation because she was from Atlanta, right? So I got her out. We was chilling. We was talking. I paid for everything, right? Took care of her. Took care of the arrangements. Took care of the hotel. Took care of everything we did. But she wasn't really giving me the vibes that it was trying to be romantic. It seemed like she was just looking for a trick.
Tyler, she just met you the first time. You trying to smash already, Tyler?
Look. We talked for like a good 2 weeks or so prior to her coming out, right? And we could have established this, like, hey, like, you don't want to do nothing like that. That's cool. You just got to let me know before I spend all this money and make all this arrangements and all that. You feel me? I feel like that's fair because you coming out, you flying out, and I'm taking care of everything, and I told you that, right? And you get here, and you're like, oh, I ain't trying to be on that, which is cool. I get that. That's fine, but tell me up front.
So the question is 800-585-1051. Ladies, what makes you not want to vibe out with a guy? That is the question. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's topic time.
Pick up the phone, baby.
Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Cappuchino is here, our special guest host. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about Get It Off Your Chest. Dingo called Tyler, and this is what he said.
I done flew this girl out this past weekend. It was whack. I ain't gonna lie. It was whack. So I got her out. We was chilling. We was talking. I paid for everything, right? Took care of her. Took care of the arrangements. Took care of the hotel. Took care of everything we did. But she wasn't really giving me the vibes that it was trying to be romantic. It seemed like she was just looking for a trick. We talked for like a good 2 weeks or so prior to her coming out, right? And we could have established this, like, hey, you don't want to do nothing like that. That's cool. You just got to let me know before I spend all this money and make all this arrangements and all that. You feel me? I feel like that's fair because you coming out, you flying out, and I'm taking care of everything, and I told you that. You get here, and you're like, oh, I ain't trying to be on that, which is cool. I get that. That's fine, but tell me up front.
So we're asking the ladies, 800-585-1051. Ladies, what makes you not want to give a guy some or not vibe with a guy? Jessica, good morning, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Cappuchino?
I am good, thank you.
Thank you. So the comment that I want to go ahead and make is what turns me off about like a dude is the fact that he's going in spending money and think that he's expecting like sex. You know, and I'm the type of individual where I like to build mental. I don't like sleep on dudes like that because I call them high risk working human beings. Because, like, come on, like, you can't go ahead and keep your Johnson in your pants or something.
I agree. I would think that if you flew a woman out, right, the last thing you should do is act like you're getting sex. Like, y'all should just have a good time. Like, go out
Be
out
in
to
the
eat.
moment.
Yeah, go to the movies. Just be in the moment. You know what I mean? If something happens, it happens, cool. But if it doesn't, I think the woman would respect it more if she gets taken back to the airport on that Monday or whatever, and she was like, "Damn, we just had a good time," you know?
Yeah, and well, you see, and the thing about that, what Dingo was saying is, affection and all of that is like.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
What's up, Cece? What's your thoughts, Mama?
I feel like this. It's multiple things, but they said they were talking for 2 weeks. So maybe she got there and his vibe was off, or his vibe was different. Maybe, people are different in person. Also, some women just like to be promiscuous, and he must have knew that before she came. Or maybe the D was little, so she started acting different.
Our women don't want to feel like something is just transactional. You paid for a flight, you paid for some food, you paid for me for a room. Now I'm just supposed to give you something?
Yeah.
Like maybe she don't want to feel like that.
A prostitute. She don't want to feel like a prostitute.
That's right.
We got a brother on the line, Eddie.
Yeah, what's going on?
Eddie's looking at this different. Eddie, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, man. So I know for a fact, man, chicks just be using dudes, man. They lie to you, whatever, just to get flown out for the food or whatever. I mean, where I'm from, girls do that all the time. My cousins, sisters, whatever, they'll go chill with a dude, go out because they know they're going to get them drunk and eat, and then, they gone on their way.
So does that not make the guy a sucker then? If you
because at the end of the day, if you really play, you still get her. I mean, that's what you there for. You there to meet and greet her. If you get her and you really play, I mean, you should be able to turn her.
I just don't understand what's
Get
wrong
her
with
to come fuck with you. Because her to come mess with you.
Why can't y'all just meet and greet maybe on the second or third time? Y'all might get it in. Like, why you got to force it on the first trip?
I like that.
Yes. Yeah, right. And sometimes it be like that. As long as you have a good time, you go out to eat, y'all laugh, have some giggles. I mean, what's wrong with that? Next time, y'all can make do. If not, wait till the next time. I mean, hey.
All right.
Sometimes you gotta wait for that cake. You feel me?
Yeah, and the real player thing to do, and don't ask me because I'm a retired player, so I don't know anything about this. But you fly her out, y'all have a good time, y'all kick it, love, love, eat, all that good stuff. Maybe the next time y'all had such a good time, you be like, yo, I want to come see you now. So you fly out to her.
Okay,
You
but
know what I mean?
is he expecting her to pay for that flight?
No, I'm gonna fly on my own dime. You know what I mean? Just because I had such a good time with you the first time, I guarantee you, if you play it like that, you fly out to see her, you probably gonna get what you was looking for the first time.
Kisna.
Yes.
Hey, good morning, Kisna.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now we're asking 800-585-1051. Ladies, what makes you not want to give a guy something or not want to vibe off with the guy? Talk to us.
Honestly, if they was talking from before and they already lined it up, that motherfucker talk himself out them drawers. Okay? Sometimes men talk themselves out the drawer. They talk too much, talking too fast.
Okay.
And so maybe his vibe was whack.
I feel like you calling from the Bronx.
Definitely the Bronx.
No,
I'm from the Bronx, aren't you?
Okay.
I can hear it in your throat.
She said Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn or the
No,
Bronx?
I'm a Brooklyn girl.
Okay.
But to be honest, men really talk themselves out the drawers. Sometimes you be like, yeah, when I get over there, it's going to be on. Get there, he's like, this clown. Like my mother said, every man you sleep with is your potential baby father. She probably didn't want to waste her coochie on him.
Damn, Cardi?
No, that's real. No, but what she's saying is real, and I wish more people would take it that
think
serious.
like that, yeah.
I wish
It's a
guys
fact.
thought like that, and women thought like that.
Every man you sleep with is your potential baby father. Girl, that would have been 18 years of bad luck. You better leave that. It's not that serious.
That's right.
5 minutes for 18 years of suffering ain't worth it.
That's right. Minister Farrakhan said the way that people treat the science of breeding is like you rolling dice in the back of a moving pickup truck.
Bobby's mad. This is the last call. Bobby, you mad, huh, Bobby?
No, I just think people's expectations be kind of crazy. Only knowing somebody after 2 weeks and flying out, expecting them to pay for everything, but you're not returning the favor is kind of crazy to me. Clearly, y'all are not serious.
So, Bobby, you would have gave him some cheeks, Bobby?
Yes, I would have gave him some cheeks.
Just because he flew you out and paid for some food? Just because he flew you out and paid for some food?
She's from the Bronx.
I mean, food, if he took her shopping or whatever. I mean, my thing is, though, if you're allowing a man to pay for your plane ticket, for the residency, for your food, for clothes and all of that, for what is he getting in return? Like, how do you not expect him to expect something in return?
He's getting my conversation. He's getting my company.
Bobby's giving the cheeks.
Okay, but if the conversation was had prior that he's not flying you out just for some company, then, then there's a problem.
I respect it. I respect it. I just don't think a man should have, that expectation.
Okay.
And why I do all that? Why don't you just get you a prostitute from the city? like why are you flying in stuff?
Maybe she's fly. Maybe he can't find somebody that's fly in his city, so he got to fly her out.
Bobby, where you from, Bobby?
I'm from Cali.
Okay.
All right. Well, Bobby, we're going to hook you up with Dingo, all right? We're going to fly you out and see how that works.
All right.
Goodbye, Bobby. Man, Jesus Christ.
I think Dingo's just actually mad because of how much money he spent. He didn't set a limit for himself. I think at the end of the day, that's why he's upset.
He said he spent like a G.
Yeah, he said over a G.
He said over a G.
What's the moral of the story?
I just don't think you should expect nothing from nobody. You know what I mean? I think even if you fly that person out, you should just fly that person out with the expectation that y'all gonna have a good time.
Right.
Whatever that good time entails, God bless. But just have a good time. Don't have no expectation of what you think that good time is gonna be. Because that good time might not be what you want it to be. And that's ending with some cheeks.
Right.
Because she may have had a good time.
That's right.
He just didn't.
Damn. All right. Well, we got rumors on the way. Give us a little tease what we talking about.
All right.
Cappuchino.
So Steph Curry is revealing his reaction to Sexy Red, mentioning him in her song Ski Yee. Also, Rihanna about to get more of that bag, y'all, because she signed a huge deal with Live Nation.
Okay.
So
we'll get into all that when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club on BET.
I want the record to show somebody's in here arguing with me about who the king of R&B is, okay? And her name is Taylor. And she trying to argue with me that it's R. Kelly because he writes.
Taylor made it. Well, we are the Breakfast Club. Cappuchino is here. Before we get to the rumors, Dingo hit me.
Uh-oh.
He says, gotta clear some stuff up, man. So we did talk about her coming out. So we can feel each other out. This is the topic that we were talking about last couple minutes ago. He says, yeah, so we gotta clear some stuff up, man. So we did talk about her coming out so we can feel each other out. And I told her I was gonna get just the room for her. And I was gonna go home at night, but she said, nah, we can stay in the room together. And that led me to believe I was gonna get some. Laugh out loud. Just saying. And my breath was on point. My swag was right. I came correct.
On his part, but she may not feel that way.
Right.
She may feel the complete opposite.
He said the callers are killing me. Bro, this is tragic. He said his breath was correct and his swag was on point. So.
But he said it in the beginning. He said we wanted to feel each other out.
Right.
She clearly wasn't feeling it.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
It's really not that hard. It's not difficult.
Dingo, you could try again another day with another woman.
Take the L.
He said set him up with Bobby because remember Bobby from LA was
Bobby said she's
you don't
down
even know
for
what Bobby looked like. Dingo, relax, man. Why you so thirsty, Dingo? God damn. Slow down, money.
Set a limit next time, Dingo.
All right, well, let's get to the rumors.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Just got an intro.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
What's up, Cappuchino? How you doing?
All you gotta do is tune in.
This is the Rumor Report.
Cappuccino.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
On the Breakfast Club.
I got you. I'm here today. I got y'all.
In the morning.
All you gotta do is just listen. I love that.
Shout
y'all.
to Taylor Made It. That was Taylor Made It.
All right, Taylor. So your man Lamar Odom is offering Nene Leakes' son a stay at his rehab. You know, her son Bryson was recently released from jail after being caught with fentanyl. And what I didn't know is that earlier this year, Lamar opened up his Odom Wellness Treatment Center. He partnered with a company, but Nene has yet to respond to his offer about hey, bring your son out this way.
I mean, I think that's dope. I think with Lamar Odom, especially, he's been a known person, I guess. I don't know what drugs he was on, but he's been to rehab a couple of times and he's fixed himself. So he would understand better than anybody else, right?
I kind of feel like Nene won't really do it because I feel like she wants to keep some of her life private, even though we already know that. Unfortunately, a lot of us, we have this stigma where we don't always want certain pieces of our business out there. But I hope that she does, take him up on that offer.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah. Also, Steph Curry is sharing his reaction to Sexy Red, mentioning his name in Ski Yee. And if you guys have not heard that piece, we got it for you. Swish. Oh, so
that's just rap. That's just boss.
It is. We were used to hearing a lot of people's names in songs these days, but Steph Curry did an interview with Vibe, and he opened up about what he thought about Sexy Red name dropping him.
One of the latest, biggest songs is Ski Yee by Sexy Red, and she drops your name in that song. How did you feel when you heard that line, or how did you react to that?
So it's funny because I was asking the question. So no, one of my teammates was asking me the question, how many times do you think your name's been mentioned in a song? And I was like, I don't know. So he went and looked it up, and it was like 106, I think it was, times, which is wild to me. Then I started to think about all the ones that I could remember, and it's either like a nickname like Drake did with Chef Curry with the pot. And then when Sexy Red did it, I just started laughing because I don't know. I ain't never seen her at a basketball game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, somebody's like shooting something or sharp shooting or whatever the case is.
Do you have a favorite one? A favorite line?
Drake's for sure is my favorite.
Steph is like, what was Aisha listening to? Aisha, who is that? Sexy Red? Can we listen to that in this house? Can we listen to that type of secular music in this house, this Christian household?
Is that what it is? He said he has never seen her at a basketball game, all right? Meanwhile, you got Georgia. They're pretty much the first state to sell marijuana in pharmacies, but it's not like the major name pharmacies. It's more of the mom and pop stores.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the CEO, Gary Long, he's going to have certain things there. You know, they can include THC oil, tinctures, topicals, capsules, and lozenges. It's not a dispensary. So when y'all go looking for certain things, don't be upset when you go down to those Georgia pharmacies.
Well, you got to have a medical card in Georgia now?
You know what? It doesn't really say that.
I think so.
Part.
You got to have a medical card to go to those pharmacies.
Even with the pharmacies,
Mm-hmm.
not just dispensaries.
No, I think you have to have a medical card. Don't quote me, but I believe you do.
Okay. Well, your girl Rihanna, there is another rumor being out there that she reportedly inked a $32 million deal with Live Nation. Now, this whole deal includes 2 albums worth of music that is yet to come out and is set to come out, and she's prepping a world tour. Now, this is all supposed to happen as a comeback tour in 2024-25. I don't know if I really want to believe that because that's soon, and 2 albums and $32 million for Rihanna?
You said 2. So Live Nation is going to be distributing her album now?
Reportedly, she has 2 albums worth of music to come out as she pressed for this with Live Nation. Right.
I thought Rihanna's with Rock Nation.
Right. That's why I'm
maybe
like,
her contract's up, but I mean that would be smart for Live Nation to start doing that. Think about it like this: you could put out an album and put them on tour at the same time.
Let the record show Rihanna don't need no new music to go on tour, by the way.
Right.
Rihanna can go out there right now with her catalog and sell out arenas all over the world.
But I'm stuck on the fact they're offering $32 million because Rihanna got a lot of other things going on. I think $32 million is like chump change for her.
That is true.
To go on a world tour.
Unless you just feel like being back out there.
Yeah.
But I doubt that. I doubt every detail of that report is true.
Well, like I said, it's a rumor, so that's it. And that is it for the rumor reports that I have for you.
That would be smart for Live Nation. I'm thinking about it now. Because if Live Nation signs artists now, think about it. They have the abilities. They own the venues where you can sign an artist and put them on the road. So you know you're definitely going to make your money back, and I can give you more money because I know.
Definitely now.
Yeah, because you'll make your money back on ticket sales.
Don't sell no tickets.
They really don't.
But Rihanna does.
But they're going to go to the people that sell tickets.
And the way they're calling this is her comeback tour for 2024.
She ain't went nowhere.
She really didn't. She just
chose to sell fentanyl. I mean Fenty.
Fenty,
man.
Fenty.
I was like, she's selling fentanyl.
Yeah, she meant she just chose to sell Fenty. That's all. She out there selling makeup.
I mean, it is like a drug for a lot of us ladies, so I get it.
Charlamagne too. What? Ask Charlamagne his shade.
420.
Oh,
See?
you know it. Okay.
See?
That's because I went to the.
Yeah, he knows. That's because he used it.
I was on the website.
Yeah, all right.
They got the website. You could take a selfie, and you take a selfie, and they tell you exactly what shade you are.
Who does that? Who does that?
Yeah, I don't
People
know.
who like to experiment with technology.
Okay.
Well,
I still wouldn't trust that.
Who you giving your donkey to, man?
Why you just gonna cut Cappuchino off?
I'm sorry.
What I said?
Never mind. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
What I said? It's Monday.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
I was born a donkey.
It's the donkey of the day.
Bunch of jackasses. It's time for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey today for Monday, October 23rd. Let me make sure it's the 23rd. I'll be getting my dates wrong. Yes, Monday, October 23rd. Goes to a brother named Darryl Brian Clemens of St. Louis, Missouri. Now, Darryl is a brother who clearly cares about his child, and I think folks don't understand that it's very hard to not make emotional decisions when we are talking about our children, because Darryl has been arrested in connection with a shooting and charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action. Now, according to the victim of said shooting, whose name is Shaquille Lattimore, he's a coach. He coaches a youth football team in St. Louis. According to him, he got shot because Darryl was upset about something concerning his child. Now, there are quite a few valid reasons why you would pop someone over your child, but I don't think this is one of them. Let's go to, what is the report? ABC? Let's go to NBC. NBC what? Do we know? Oh, let's go to NBC St. Louis for the report, please.
The shooting happened at Sherman Park during a practice for a youth football team. Police say Darryl Clemens shot coach Shaquille Lattimore 4 times because he was upset his son wasn't a starter on the team. Lattimore spoke to 5 on Your Side Wednesday.
He kept shooting me, man. Shot me 4 more times while I was on the ground. No unarmed black man. Shot me 4 more times.
In court
Jesus.
Thursday, Darryl Clemens' brother said the coach had a gun and his brother fired in self-defense. The witness says the coach walked off the field during practice to confront Clemens. and Clemens repeatedly told the coach to leave him alone. Clemens' brother says Daryl Clemens co-founded the Bad Boys football team 12 years ago. He stepped down from coaching when his own son joined the team 2 years ago. And Jason Clemens says he doesn't know what all the arguing was about. Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Hey, let me get Daryl's brother real quick, too. I want to hear from him, okay? Now, Daryl allegedly shot Coach Lattimore because he was upset that his son was not a starting player. Now, I don't know if that was really the reason. Okay, you heard, I want you to hear Daryl Clemens' brother, but you heard the news reporter just say that that the brother disputed that was the reason, which is hard for me to believe because I don't think someone who cared about their son in that way would do something that would cause him to be taken away from his child. Okay, like if you're going to confront the coach about your coach not getting, about your son not getting proper playing time, clearly you care about your son. So I don't think you would then shoot the coach, knowing that you would probably end up in jail. But let's just say this is why he shot the coach. Okay, parents, we have to start realizing and understanding that maybe, just maybe, our kids suck at some things. Okay, maybe Daryl, at this moment in time, your child just isn't good enough to start. Doesn't mean that he won't go on to be an all-time great one day. Just means at this present moment, he doesn't have what it takes to start for the Bad Boys team at Sherman Park in North St. Louis. But I have to admit, after hearing what his brother said, I kind of believe him. We still don't have what his brother said? And we don't have what his brother said in there? Oh, okay. I don't feel like he shot this coach because his son didn't start. Okay, I don't know what the reason was, but you have an eyewitness saying, we don't have the eyewitness either. I want the eyewitness too. If you have an eyewitness saying if the coach would have stayed his ass on the field, he wouldn't have been in this situation. You heard that in the news report. And, if y'all did have a fist fight and he got the best of you and you asked for your gun, that man had every right to stand his ground, okay? But we don't know if that's the story. All we know is you, Daryl, are being accused of shooting the coach because your child was being treated like a non-playable character. All right. Do you know Carmelo Anthony got cut from his high school basketball team? Do you know Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team? What do you mean?
That's what you hear all the time when you get cut from your basketball team. Yes. Be like, Michael Jordan got cut from his team to make you feel bad. Doesn't make me
Carmelo Anthony got cut from his high school basketball team. Oral Hershiser, one of the greatest baseball pitchers from the 1900s and 80s. Do you know he got cut from his high school and college team? Sidebar: why the hell would you ever name your son Oral? Anyway, they didn't even make the team, but your little man was on the team. Okay. You just got to let him go through the process. You can't set the example that when things don't go his way, somebody is going to get shot. Okay? Always remember, a good example has twice the value of good advice. Please give Daryl Brian Clemens the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day.
Not to mention, parents, you save so much money when your child sucks at something. You know what I'm saying? If we just all live our truth and let our kids know this may not be the thing for you right now, let's go figure something else out and come back to this, you save a lot of money.
You really do.
Save a lot of money. And I don't know, at what point do we as parents just accept our kids aren't good at something?
Okay. Is that where we going?
What?
Is that what we're going to talk about this morning right now?
Yeah, why not?
800-585-1051. First of all, foremost, BET Peace. We'll see y'all tomorrow. So what is the question?
At what point do we as parents just accept our kids aren't good at something? Now, this can go two ways, right? Because you might accept as a parent your kid ain't good at something. But then your kid might go through the process of not being good at something in the moment and then turn out to be an all-time great.
Okay.
I just told y'all. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. I know. So did Carmelo Anthony.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Oral Hershiser.
Okay.
One of the greatest pitchers of all time from the 1980s got cut from his high school and college team. Things happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We're talking about parents. Sometimes you just got to give it up on your kids. Sometimes they're just not made for that sport.
Give it up on your kids.
I'm going to tell you why.
Boy, I hate the way you talk.
Shut up.
That didn't even make no sense. I know what you're trying to say, and that's what bothers me. I be knowing what you're trying to say, but it just comes out stupid.
The same thing what you say when you be lisping all the time?
No, I be lisping. It's the difference between lisping and saying, you just give it up on your kids. You give it up on your kids.
800.
Sometimes you got to give up on your kids.
You know what I mean? 800-585-1051.
I don't even think that sounds right. You don't give up on your kids.
They know what I meant.
Just in the moment, this may not be what your kid should be doing.
They know
Give up on your kid if your kid sucks at youth football, y'all. If your kid sucks at youth football, parents, just give up on the child.
Babe, if you're listening, change the channel. Change the station, excuse me.
Jesus Christ.
Now, before we go on a break, I want to tell you about football and my son Jackson. So, I got
I gave up on Jackson. You ain't gave up on Jackson? Damn. Boy, I tell you.
So, I got an older son. His name is Logan. He was a stud in football. He got busy, right? Busy. So I put Jackson in football. He's taller. It wasn't for him. It wasn't for him.
Jackson more like you, is what you say.
Oh.
I'm nice at basketball. What you talking about?
Nice at basketball? When that happened?
I'm always been nice at basketball. What you talking about?
Damn. So how old is Jackson?
He's 9 years old.
So he's old enough to hear his daddy just say, I gave up on my son.
That's why I told my wife to change the station.
You just gave up on your kid because he wasn't no good at football.
But what I realized is his sport was soccer. He always liked soccer, and I pushed him towards football.
Him.
I ain't force him. I pushed him towards.
So what you're saying is you're that parent who would pretty much pull out a gun at a football game because your child ain't getting no starting time.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
How you gonna throw that on me, Cappuchino?
Damn.
I ain't gonna go that far, but we have some words though.
Okay.
But 800-585-1051. Parents, has your son or daughter been the player that wasn't that good and you just had to pull them from the sport because they were embarrassing? That is the question. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club.
Give up on it.
They know what I mean. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, Charlamagne gave donkey today to who?
Daryl Brian Clemens of St. Louis, Missouri. He shot a coach, allegedly, because the coach wasn't starting his child at youth football.
Now, I will say this. A lot of times there are a lot of problems with coaches and not playing kids that deserve it. A lot of time it is favoritism depending on, who's in the town. That's where you get a lot of problems with town ball, because a lot of times in town ball, it could be this person's son or that person's son. So I've dealt with that before as well. But never enough to want to shoot a coach.
Now, what's interesting is you was talking about your son last break.
Which one? Jackson or Logan?
Yeah, Jackson.
Jackson's the younger one.
And you said you and your wife gave up on him because he don't know how to play
No,
football. He's not good at football.
I gave up on him on football. I took him out of football.
Okay. Now, what's interesting about this, what you didn't share.
What?
He's the only black kid on the team.
Yes, he is.
He's the only black kid on the team. That has to be embarrassing. They expect him to be rushing for 500 yards a game,
now you see where I'm at.
scoring 6 touchdowns. Like, the white man was manhandling him on the football field.
You know what? He just and it's bad because Logan, he played football, was, like I said, was a stud. It got to the point where he was too good.
Logan like Mario, when Mario gets a star, white people just not falling off of him. He's bouncing off of him.
So it was to the point where I had to put Logan in the Newark League because the regular league wasn't tough enough.
He was running through the white people. You had to send him to the hoods in Newark so he could face some healthy competition.
Shout out to Brick City Lions, absolutely. But with Jackson, he wanted to play football like his brother, but he's really a soccer player. So when I put him on the pads and put him on everything, at the end of the game, everybody's jerseys is dirty.
He's
clean, crystal clean.
Damn.
So we had to take him out. So we just left him with soccer and basketball.
Well, thank you, Jackson, for defying all stereotypes of black people. You know what I'm saying? Who says we good at sports?
Right.
Yeah, he's good at soccer. He get busy at soccer.
Okay.
He scored 2 goals a game.
The
basketball,
real football.
He gets busy. Well, you call it the real football.
Yeah,
real football. But the football where they wear, helmets and
the
stuff.
pads and stuff.
Nah, it wasn't for him.
He was a little too clean for
Wasn't for him, B.
Okay.
Nope. But let's go to the phone line. 800-585-1051. We have a coach on the line. Beth, you there, Beth?
I sure am. I had to take you off the speaker.
Hey, Beth, good morning.
Oh, no, this is Tiffany.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tiffany. Talk to us, Tiffany.
So we're talking about when kids suck at sports. So being a mother of 3 boys, very athletic. One of my sons really isn't athletic as the other ones. So then I just find out what they're good at and then praise them for that. I have one son that is an absolute monster out here. And I do see it from other parents where it's like they're upset because my son will get a lot of playing time or whatnot, and it's just like, it's not my fault, it's not my child's fault. Like, your son just isn't good. Find out what they're good at and stick them in it. That way you could be their number one fan versus their number one advocate, trying to stick up for them while they suck.
Damn. And they might just not be good now. They might have a growth spurt. All kind of stuff can happen. They children.
Or maybe that sport's just not for them.
Just give them some time.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Tanner.
Hey, Tanner, good morning.
Good morning, man. How's it going?
Good. Now
tell us about like you sucked in sports.
I know he sounds like a coach too.
Yeah, so man, my daughter was the worst kid on the softball team, and this was a good team, right? So He was terrible, and I would show up, and it was embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie, but I spent a lot of time and a lot of money in getting hitting lessons, and fielding lessons for about a solid 2 years. Now that kid is a solid stud.
Okay.
So don't give up. It's just gonna take a lot of time and money, but push him.
Okay. So your kid was trash, and now your kid is the number 2 best player out there.
And you're broke.
She went 6 for 7 this last weekend in the tournament. We took second place, so I definitely can't complain.
Okay, congratulations.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's child ain't gonna be like your child. Though.
Yeah, that's the facts. That's facts, though.
I just want you to know that.
That's facts. 800-585-1051. If you're just joining us, we're talking about your kids being trash in sports. And, when do you realize, look, it's just time to pull them out? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Cappuchino is here. Now, if you're just joining us, Charlamagne gave Donkey today to who?
A guy named Daryl Clemens. Daryl Clemens allegedly shot a coach named Shaq Lattimore because Shaq wasn't starting his child at youth football.
So we're just asking 800-585-1051. When your kid is not good, when do you realize it's time to pull your kids out of the sports? Now, Cappuchino, you have a young daughter.
Yep. And she went out last year. She said she wanted to try out for her volleyball team. She's in middle school.
Okay.
I was like, okay, in my head, I'm like, encourage this child because she does not have any athletic abilities.
Okay.
But she just came out the blue. I want to try out for volleyball. Go for it.
Has she played volleyball before?
She has never practiced. She has never played around. She knew nothing of volleyball.
So she surprised you and made the team?
She did. No, whoa. Made the team? I asked her when she came home, did you make the team? How was the trials? Yeah, it's a lot of girls that are really good. And I was like, that's because you don't know how to play. And, instead of me bringing her down, in my head, I'm like, she ain't making it. Me and my husband talked. When she told us, we looked at each other, she not going to get on this team.
Yeah, I did that one time, man, and I'm not going to lie. That's one of those things that still make me feel bad as a parent now. It's one of those things that, I had to apologize for because when my daughter was like 8 or 9, she was running track and she did like the long jump. Never did it before. It was practice. Never did it before. It was just her first time, right? And she did it, and I was just like, "Oh man, that sucked." And she just burst into tears.
You told your daughter that sucked?
I was just like, "Yeah," but it's like,
At what age was she?
Like 8 or 9.
Goodness
you know what I mean?
gracious!
And she just burst into tears, and that was one of the things that I had to apologize for because I'm like, "Yo, first of all, she's never done it before. It was practice. It was her first time doing it ever. You know what I mean? It's just like you got to learn to filter yourself around your kids. You know what I mean? And we have to, as parents, we got to realize that this is their first time doing something. Yeah. Would we expect them to be the greatest long jumper?
You told
ever?
Your daughter at 8 that sucked after the first time.
You just told Jackson you wanted to give up on him because he sucked at football. So you need to shut up.
But at least I didn't tell him. I just said, come on, get your gear.
You just said it to millions of people on the radio.
I told get your
You
gear.
just told millions of people on the radio. You told Gia to turn down the radio.
I told my wife to turn down the radio. See what it is.
Just to say,
that was just telling
my
the truth.
child, you should just give up on your child and they suck at football.
Nah, you
just gave up on poor Jackson because he wasn't good at football.
You just told your daughter that she sucked.
I apologize. Did you apologize after you done gave up on Jackson? Or you done gave up on him?
I put him in soccer. I put him in soccer. Straight up. We went to another sport, basketball.
Yeah, I didn't tell my child she sucked. I just looked at her like, good try. Try for the next thing. See what you like.
Yeah. See what you like. Hello, who's this?
Nicole from PA.
Hey, Nicole from PA. Talk to us.
I knew my son wasn't good at a sport. My oldest son is when he just gave up on practice. So I kind of just got frustrated. And it's like, I still threw him out there, but I kind of made him more mad. So I feel like if your son don't want to do it, don't push him into it because that's gonna make them hate the sport. So they can figure it out with another sport. Like he's ready for basketball, so I'm like, all right, let's get it cracking. But then my youngest one, he's aggressive with football, so he was always there at my older son's football game, trying to be the water boy. So he's dedicated. So I push him to do it because I know he got it. Is driven. So I don't know about what's the other dad that I can talk to the coach and talk, but I don't know.
So you telling us that your son pulled Allen Iverson and was complaining about practice? That's what happened?
I guess so.
See that got to suck too.
He complained or he just so short, or he go to his dad and then his dad's like, oh, he don't want to go. No, his ESS needs to get there.
How do we know he didn't see that video? He might have saw the Allen Iverson video and might have just been reenacting that.
See that got to be tough too.
You know these kids today, they be watching everything.
Right.
See, that gotta suck too. So, say your kid plays football, right, and he's not good, right? So when that usually happens, they make him the water boy, right? So now, as a parent, Your kid is not playing. He's just a water boy. He only comes out during timeouts and halftime to give water. That gotta hurt too.
But he's still getting a participation trophy at the end of the day.
Nah.
Give him the participation
Don't use
trophy.
my son as the water boy.
Just pull him from the team.
Nah.
Okay.
Or your son or your daughter's on a dance team. They just use her to pull the pads out.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
I would feel away, though.
Nah.
we can't do
Which
that.
one is yours? The one that's running water out? Nah.
Do you go to the games if your child's a water boy? Like
you got to. You got to support.
Really?
If you don't know that your child is a water boy and I get there, I'm gonna be like, what you doing? You're not.
Because they put your son out when they lose, when they win in 40-0, and then he could get a chance to play.
No, once I realize that my child is a water person, we gonna have a side conversation. Not with the coach, because I'm not shooting no coaches. I'm having a side conversation with my child. Like, you don't feel like this is embarrassing for you?
Damn. Shoot all the water boys out there and the water girls. At least try to be the punter or something. You can be the. you don't have to be the water person.
Right. Go for bigger. That's all.
Of course. All right. What's the moral of the story?
I mean, I think the moral of the story is too. You don't want to give up on your kids too early, man. Because you just don't know. Like, your kids might just not be good for the moment. They might have a growth spurt. They might, grow to be the best in the game. Some things just take time. You got to respect the process, I would think.
Yeah, as long as they practice. If they ain't practicing, they just trying out for something they never done before. I mean, if they trash, they trash.
That's right.
Yeah, and that whole Michael Jordan didn't make his team. They tell that to every kid when you get cut.
That's true.
When they cut me on my high school team, my freshman year, they was like, we just want to let you know. And Michael Jordan got cut. Like, that was gonna make me feel better.
Inspiration.
That made me feel better.
It should have.
Yeah,
There's a lesson in that.
Well, I started DJing from there, so F them. All right. When we come back, we got rumors. What we talking about in the rumors?
We are talking about DJ Mustard's ex-wife, criticizing him for considering her an unfit parent.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Cappuchino here, our guest co-host from Power 99 out in Philly. And let's get to the rumors.
All right.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
What's up, Cappuchino? How you doing?
All you got to do is tune in.
This is the Rumor Report.
Cappuchino.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
On The Breakfast Club.
I got you. I'm here today. I got y'all.
In the morning.
All you got to do is just listen. So Lupita Nyong'o has announced her breakup, y'all. So apparently there were rumors about her possibly dating Canadian actor Joshua Jackson, who recently got into his own little divorce situation with actress Jodie Turner-Smith. You guys may remember her from Queen and Slim. But it sparked dating rumors between Lupita and Joshua, and that's when Lupita pretty much got word of this whole, rumor situation and pretty much confirmed her breakup with her boyfriend, Salima, and I'm about to murk his last name, sorry, Mesakela, I believe. We're just going to reference him as Salima.
That sounds like something to get you drunk.
Right.
What is
Tequila,
that?
too much mas tequila.
What is that again there?
Mesakela. I'm
Okay.
going to stick with that version. She jumped on the social media, which I feel like sometimes celebrities don't have to explain everything, but she says, there are much more important things going on in the world right now, and my thoughts are with those who are deeply suffering. She says, I find myself in a season of heartbreak because of a love suddenly and devastatingly extinguished by deception. I share this to keep it 100 and hoping that the knowledge of my experience might be useful to someone else out there experiencing the grip of heartbreak. She says, let's face it, our pain so we don't spread it. I feel like celebrities don't always have to, let everybody else know all the time. It's digging, but I get it. Meanwhile, speaking of relationships, DJ Mustard is criticizing his ex-wife, is criticizing him for being an unfit mother. Now, she jumped on the social media like she got some dirt on him. It was like, imagine a man leaving you after 11 years, less than a year later, moving his girlfriend into the home y'all custom built for your family, playing house with your kids, then turning around and trying to paint a picture like you are an unfit parent to get custody. She says, I'm flabbergasted. Playing with me like I don't have pounds of dirt on you is wild. Now, of course, she tried to get requested $82,000 a month for the kids from for y'all know what I'm trying to say. Can't get it out. Child support. And it was denied, but he actually gives her $24,500 a month for the 3 kids that they share. They have a prenup together, but she wanted more. I mean, y'all think that was justified with her wanting more?
I mean, $25,000 a month. That's a lot of money.
But for 3 kids with no prenup,
$25,000 a month,
11 years.
That's a lot of money.
I worked hard for this 11 years.
That's $8,000 a child. I mean, it's women out there doing a lot more with less.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or doing the same type of job with way less than $25,000 a month. There's somebody out there right now getting $150 a month in child support. Say, give me $25,000 a month. Watch what I do with it.
But at some point, you know, the kids they live a certain lifestyle when the parents are together and the parents are making money like that. So I feel like some of that lifestyle is going to be taken away.
But is it only $24K? Does he still have to pay for the house notes? Did he have to give it a house? You know what I mean? So I wonder what else is included in that $24K.
He keeps all of his assets, and he is not technically entitled to pay spousal support. So hopefully he is taking care of the kids on his own, and you know she can work off of that little bit of money. All right,
a little bit of money. That's a lot of money, Cappuchino.
How much is that a year? Let me do some math real quick. Hold on now.
$300,000, brother.
That's it?
Yeah, $25,000 a month.
I thought it would be way more.
No, $300,000. Let's do 25 times 10. That's $250.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
I just want to make sure. I just felt like it would be a lot more, but that's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay. And Amazon, their pharmacy, they're testing drone deliveries, guys. I don't know if we have audio on that right now, so let's check it out.
This morning, Amazon Pharmacy launching drone delivery of prescriptions in 60 minutes or less. The program, starting in College Station, Texas, and eventually expanding, gives residents access to over 500 medications, treating common conditions including flu, asthma, and pneumonia. Here's how it works. At checkout, an eligible Amazon Pharmacy customer can select free drone delivery. The pharmacist will fill the prescription and then it's loaded into the drone, which will make its drop at a delivery marker on the customer's property. The drones have AI-powered sense and avoid technology to navigate around people, pets, and power lines.
I love it. I think that's dope.
It makes me skeptical because what happens if someone is in your yard that day
and take your prescription?
You know, I mean, you can't even get your packages off your own porch sometimes.
But it's the same thing as Amazon when they deliver and leave something outside, or when the post office delivers something in your box. But I think it's good if you really need something and you can't get to the store, or you can't make it out, especially for elderly people that might not be able to drive and have to wait for, a driving service or your kids to come get you. That way you can always get your stuff, and then they're going to start moving after cannabis. So when people need to smoke, they can just get it delivered.
See, I'm all skeptical because all I can do is imagine someone looking up and seeing a drone and like, all right, where's that drone going? And we'll follow it and be right there waiting for that drone to drop that package.
And depending where you're flying, what if it's flying Oxycontin and Perks over neighborhoods in Philly? You know what I mean? Our neighborhoods where people really like. I'm just saying, where they really like them drugs.
We got that corner.
You know what I mean?
I'm a little skeptical on that one. So
I think it'll work good.
I'm old school. I either want to pick my prescription up or have somebody go pick it up and bring it to me. I don't want no drone.
Yeah, I don't want the drone dropping stuff off. I don't trust it because people can't get their regular packages on a regular day. He had with Mike Epps.
You know, we were talking about you last night. Mike Epps was here last night.
Oh, that's my guy.
And, he told us that he was in Iceland on vacation looking for weed. And so he texted you and said, do you know anyone in Iceland? And wouldn't you know it, you did know someone in Iceland.
Well, last time I checked, I was the plug to your plug.
I have a list of countries that I know you've been to. Tell me if you have a hookup in Mexico. You have somebody in Mexico?
Si, senor.
Ireland.
I'm sure I do, mate.
What about North Korea? You've been there.
Oh, no, I ain't got no
No.
I was wondering, when Snoop goes to a place like, let's say, Dubai, where they don't allow marijuana, and Snoop smokes, a couple times a day, what does he do when he stays extended time in Dubai?
That's a good question.
You know?
Like, does his, he still has that his roller, right?
Yeah, the person he hired.
Does he sneak it in for him?
Nah, damn. You ain't gonna sneak it in. Because you go to jail for that in Dubai.
Because I'm like, I don't think he could go a day without
He
smoking
probably just be
something.
in and out. Fly in, do what it do, fly back out, smoke on the plane.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, man.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Snoop.
Well, speaking of shows, Charlamagne, you're hosting a Daily Show next week. Talk about it, man.
Yes, next week I'm hosting the Daily Show on Comedy Central the whole week from Monday the 30th to Thursday the 2nd.
Dope.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'll tell y'all more details when I get them. Meaning like who'll be on, you know what I'm saying? What guests we have confirmed for next week. We already got a couple confirmed, but I'll let y'all know when we have the whole week confirmed.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the rumor report for this hour.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Cappuchino, our guest host. You back tomorrow, right, Cappuchino?
I am back in this thing tomorrow.
Who's holding it down in Philly while you're not here?
Huh?
Okay.
She said, Captain, that ain't my job to figure that out. Okay.
All right. Well, shout out to our fam over in Philly. Man, I wanted your Eagles to lose, but it is what it is.
Come on, don't do that to the team.
Well, you know
they
what?
got a good season.
I prefer you guys winning over Dallas
Well,
Cowboys.
they actually beat Cappuccino's real team, which is Miami.
Yeah, they did.
Like I said, I'm a bandwagon person. I'm going with the team that wins.
Okay. All right. Now, when we come back, we got the positive notice, The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do. I want to tell y'all, too, though, man. Make sure if you get a chance to go check out Usher in Las Vegas for the My Way residency in Las Vegas. It was a fantastic date night that me and the wife had this past weekend. And I just want to say, Usher, when you do the Super Bowl, you have to bring those dances. He has to bring them stripper poles on that Super Bowl stage, and them young ladies have to get the opportunity to be on the stage at the Super Bowl. They were fantastic.
That's dope.
That's right. So the positive note is simply this, man. A good example. Okay, a good example has twice the value of good advice. Remember that. A good example has twice the value of good advice. That's basically just saying actions speak louder than words. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?